Oh, well. Hope it doesn't turn.
I hope it doesn't fade out in a week.
That would be a very short time.
Yeah.
Very bad hair dyeing job.
Hey everybody, hello, my name is Christopher Royce. I haven't been here that often, sadly. I've been doing a lot of things on Tuesdays. Like Tuesday's a busy day for everyone in the city, apparently. But I'm working on a game called Soulmates, S-O-L mates, as in stars, or our sun, rather. And this game is you can currently play a version 1.0 on the Google Play Dreams VR Art Gallery Exhibit app, right?
Yes.
Close. Okay. But I wanted to reiterate on it because I didn't feel it was complete. It was basically half of the game. Like there's ideas there, but I wanted to add to it. So I'm just going to briefly go over what I did last week because honestly I didn't have a lot to do. I didn't do much this week because things and stuff. But I did work on the model, so I will show that after I show this just real quick. But the point of this game. The point of this game is you are the sun. You are trying to cleanse the uncleansed souls within yourself. I know. Almost like cleansing bacteria or something. And once you do cleanse them, you can absorb them. That's a big one. Okay, typically the size determines how long it takes to purify them. As you saw, the other one was smaller, so it took like a second and a half. So some of these take like up to, I guess, 5 seconds. I think the most should be 4. But of course, you keep doing this, you keep cleansing and absorbing, and eventually you can create a pure soul, which I showed last week. Kind of rather proud of that special effect because I've only done maybe 3 special effects my whole life, so I love this undulating flower of life thing. I think that looks a lot better than just vertical sperm. Anyway, but that's basically the game. So there isn't really a challenge here. There's no time limit. There's nothing attacking you. So that's where I wanted to add the challenge. So hopefully from now until Let's Play, I will be able to add the next challenge, which will be this. So as you can see, Zach can draw like a maniac. So I'm like, hey man, hey, what's going on? It's like, hey man, why don't you draw like a maniac for me? He's like, okay. So he drew this. So the idea is all the souls you saw are uncleansed souls. Somewhat, they've been there not as long as perhaps this being would be. So let's say if souls aren't cleansed, like let's say, I'm sorry, I've never really actually verbalized this. If an uncleansed soul or uncleansed souls were to not be purified or cleansed after a certain amount of time, let's say 10 years for some damn reason, they'd probably start to become an amalgam of each other. They start to like kind of cling to each other and become their own thing. So we were thinking, what looks familiar yet confusing at the same time? So Zach and me got the idea to create a kind of, well, mostly him, he got the idea to create a kind of a chimera thing full of all the horrible things. Like, you got your Lovecraft, you got your Geiger, is that his name? H.R. Geiger? Yeah. So then, Giger? Yeah.
I'm not sure it's German.
G-Jar. But I've had a lot of people actually comment, hey, that looks just like a Geiger and Lovecraft. And I'm like, cool, that's what we were going for. So as you can see, it's like a squid mixed with a cockroach mixed with a scorpion and other horrible things. So last week, all I was able to do model-wise was just create the half of it. I didn't put shaders on it, didn't add a rig, didn't do any of that. So I have now done that. Let's see, turn off the shading. So here, as you can see, it is full 3D. It is as asymmetrical as I can make it without it driving me crazy when I had to make the UV maps. So it is typically all symmetrical, but as you can see, I changed some of the barnacle concave holes a little bit from each side. So it gives it a little bit of a asymmetrical look, but as far as it goes, it is very symmetrical. That's not what I meant to do. As you can see, can you see? Yeah, it looks a lot better up there than on here. As you can see, there's about 3 different shaders in this model. We've got the different porcelain shader for the stinger and the teeth. We've got a transparent shader for the eyes and these. I feel like they're external lung sacs. I don't know. I feel like if he's breathing, they're kind of like undulating and scaling, so I'll probably do that for an animation. And then, of course, I just got kind of a slick, leathery type for the rest of the body. I really wanted to actually do what Zach wanted me to do in his concept art. I probably would have had to create 7 different shaders. And create some of my own. I'm not doing that. I don't know how to do that. So try to just scale it down a little bit. Because actually, this is the only model in the game, so this could be really, really high resolution. As you can see, it doesn't have that many faces. It's got a lot, but not But yes, okay, so let's see. So that's all done. You know, I completed it. Why do I keep doing that? I rigged it. As you can see, it's got a lot of joints, especially in the quote-unquote tails. But I was trying to do animations before, but like I was telling Zach, I kept having artifact problems within the mesh, so had to redo some stuff. But I plan on having little animations like, you know, he's looking around, scoping the scene. Let's go down here. This one's kind of, so like he can entice souls. So to talk about the challenge here, this thing would infect other souls. It's called the infected. It would turn other souls purple, and if other souls turn purple, you can't cleanse them anymore. So basically, you're trying to beat the clock. You're trying to cleanse more souls than it can infect souls. And it can infect souls by stinging them. Let's see. You know, it can like entice them, like, come here, come to my parlor, and then, you know, oh, not that way, but you know, pretty much right in their face. And then Zach's actually made some concept art for how this would move. So again, I would have to actually move these. It would take me a few minutes. I'm not going to do that for you all, but you know, these would kind of curl in on themselves and then push out, and then all four would curl out, and its whole body would do this, and it would just kind of go out like that. So think about making 3 different animations for this: a stinging animation, moving animation, and an idle looking around animation. And I think that'd be fairly easy to do. But this is by far the most complex model I've worked on. I've never worked on concept or models for concept art, so I'm really happy it turned out the way it did. It actually looks like the concept art, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I've done.